got money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You don't pretend, you don't lie, we don't be gang.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. First of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
And Walker's somebody who just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was a Walter Camp and Doak Walker Award winner's final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that wouldn't be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Back to Walker on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Locke gonna throw. And he's gonna be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. from midfield. Here's Locke. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin the drive with Williams. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
Play action, now it's Tua. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it. And watch where the yardage gained on the last snap.
On second down, Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still firm and long.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tua on 4th down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to pass. Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Locke. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kyle Pitts, 72 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well as his kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play in 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no down. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Tua. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run. 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Locke. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at the 15. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Cortland Sutton has shown plenty of times that he's a big-time player, capable of making the plays that you need to be a wide receiver 1 in this league. Now his goal is to return to his 2019 Pro Bowl form. 776 yards in 2021. He picks up a 1st down there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Take it in at the 3.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, Tagovailoa finds Dulcich out left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of them.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Locke steps away, and he's taken down back at his own 7. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 4 and 9 looming. We'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back or a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Michael O.J. Mudia
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Running right, here's Walker. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Locke now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Locke to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And, this is close. They needed 7 yards, and 7 is what they got. Cutting it close, but the referee signals it is a 1st down.
Check right.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He is going to find Hill here.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they're get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. Tanner Muse just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they're brought up 3rd.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think he just said, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment. No, okay.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw it is Locke. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Now Locke, gotta have this one. Goodwin able to haul it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Locke looks to throw it again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? The game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
One final try for Locke. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.